Hey everyone, Ronnie Shalvis here, and we're back for another fan trick review. So this is where you send me your videos and your tricks, and then I review them, give you some tips and advice, or just tell you how awesome you are. So we're going to be doing it again. This time I'm going to try and get through the videos a little bit quicker so I won't give as much in-depth feedback on each video, so to see if we can try and get through some more videos on this one. So, you guys ready? Here we go. So, I'm opened up to my last video I did when I asked you in the comments to send me your tricks. Reply to this comment with the link to your video and the trick you want me to review. So, let's just jump into it. We got Paxton Dilworth Parkour. He needs help with his standing full. So, let's check it out. Let's check out your standing full. Oh, nice. That's not bad. You have one of those little pads as well. Okay, cool. Let's throw this up bigger. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing right off the back is you're cheating the spin really early, which makes it harder to get as much height and flipping rotation. So because you're starting the spin so early, it's almost like here you're doing a double leg out, which kind of works if that's the style you're going for. And because you're setting up your spin so early, you're also not getting a really good set. So you're starting your flip really early here without, I mean, your chest is still getting up pretty good, which is nice. But you can tell your hips aren't doing a great job of following your chest up here. Ideally, you want your chest to come up and then your hips to basically replace where your chest is, but you can see your hips dropping here pretty quick and that you're quite a bit off axis. And I think most of that has to do with your cheat setup, which works. A lot of people do standing fulls with a cheat setup because it makes it a bit easier. But once you get around this halfway point, at this point, it's really just about like flexing your abs and tucking your feet towards the ground or towards your chest, kind of whatever your position you're in, and that'll help give you that little extra rotation to land on your feet. So, to sum it all up, maybe start learning how to do it without so much of a cheat setup. Get a proper full swing with your arms to set, and then rely on your core and bending of your legs, kicking of your legs to get you that second half rotation around. But otherwise, it's actually really good. It's awesome that you're pretty much landing on your feet. For me, landing the full, I have to, it really depends on how I'm feeling and how I've been training. Sometimes I have to work on them a bit before I can start doing them again. Okay, let's head on to a new video. Next up we have Owen X, who's working on his front flip on the trampoline trying to transition to ground. We got a slow-mo and a full speed. So we'll do the full speed first just to see what it looks like. Nice, really good pop and power. Now we'll watch the slow-mo one just so makes my job a bit easier of analyzing what we can do to work on it. Nice, into the roll. So everything looks really good here. You have our landing on ground already, which is good, which will help a lot when you start transitioning. The big thing to keep in mind with a trampoline is that a trampoline not only is giving you extra height, but it's also giving you a ton of power to bring your hips up, which makes you flip faster as well. So a trampoline gives you height and makes you flip faster. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind when transitioning to doing front flips on ground. I would recommend you learn how to tuck out of a front flip, like tuck really tight, because that's going to be important. Right here you're completely open and never tuck, which on a trampoline it's fine because you don't need to tuck to get it around, but once you're on ground you need every little help you can get. So what I would practice is your front flip on the trampoline, tucking really tight, but then just making sure you open up early, like maybe open up about right here so that you don't over rotate, and then from there you'd end up landing the same way as this. So same thing with the takeoff, it's going to be different on ground. So once you You could set your chest a little bit higher, but the main thing is you're going to want to start just practicing blocking and jumping from ground, because that's the hardest part there. Everything else with your front flip is looking pretty good. You can clean up your tuck, your set of your chest. Make sure you set your chest a little bit higher, and otherwise I think you'll be able to start hitting it on ground here pretty soon. So keep up the good work. Alright, moving on to our next one. We have Jaden T. I need help with my side flip. I used to be able to do it consistently. Now I can't do it anymore. Alright, I have that experience a lot. I know what it's like to have a trick down and then all of a sudden I lose it. It's super frustrating. But I can tell that you have good form on your initial takeoff, and like even as you start your tuck, you're still pretty high. So let's see where you're losing it. Let's see if we can slow it down here a little bit. So here you're taking off, have a pretty good set. Look at that, your chest is going up. That's really important. You tuck it in, bring it around. Honestly, I think the main thing you're doing right now is you're just not tucking your feet in tight enough. As you can see, your feet are still pretty far out compared to where your head is, and here especially you start opening up extra early so that when you land, you're not fully rotated and you land under rotated. So the main thing I would focus on is once you get that set and drive your knees in, just make sure you snap them in fast and hard and keep that tuck a little bit longer before you open up, and I think you'll have it. You'll be right there. Everything else about your side flip is looking solid. Let me watch it again and fast forward one more time. Yeah. You can, on your takeoff, I will say you can block harder. Right now you have momentum coming into it, but then you kind of stop your momentum, or no, you kind of slow down to then just jump into your side flip. So if you can block properly, you can watch one of my blocking tutorials on that, where you're actually stopping your momentum, and right here, because of all this forward momentum, when you use your feet against the ground, it's going to send rotational momentum into your flip and also send you higher. So I think if you get some blocks in as well, that'll really help you out. But otherwise, it's looking really good, so good job. Moving on to our next video. Alright, looks like we got another front flip from Samir Kabir. Is that pronounced correctly? I am not good at pronouncing names, so forgive me if that's not the correct pronunciation. Ooh, nice. Going straight on an air track. That's good. Okay, check this out. Your arms are really good. I love that. Your chest is up. That's good. Everything's looking good so far. You tuck it in. Bring it around. Your tuck isn't super tight. Right here I can tell you're pretty open. I want you to be tucked tighter, like a ball. And then as you come around, you land on your feet and then your butt. So I think the main thing is, like, all your form is there to do a good front flip. I think it just needs to be polished up, and everything needs to be a little bit snappier, a little bit more powerful. It's not just about the set and the tuck, but it's about getting a powerful set and then a very quick, powerful tuck, because that generates momentum. The quicker you go from standing straight up to tucking your knees in, the faster you'll rotate. So I think that's the main thing I'd keep in mind, is just trying to make everything snappier. And yeah, that's all I got to say for you. Your form's looking really good, so just keep practicing and you'll definitely nail it in no time. Well, looks like that's all we got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little fan trick review. Be sure to submit your tricks in the comments below, and I'll be sure to try and get to them in my next video. I'm still new to this, so let me know if you have any thoughts on the way I'm doing this. If you have any ideas for additional things I can do reviews on or respond to in a video like this, then let me know in the comments. But once again, thanks for watching, everyone, and be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notifications to stay tuned to all my videos, and thanks for watching.